Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Wednesday, April 5, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Cincinnati Reds vs Chicago Cubs. The Cubs lost 3 of their first 4 games, but they have played well offensively so far, scoring 16 runs in 4 games. Expect them to play well offensively in this game because they have hit the ball well against right-handers, and Green, who gave up 3 runs in his first start, has struggled against them, giving up 8 runs in 3 starts against them. The Reds have also played well offensively, scoring 16 runs in their last 3 games. Despite their recent play, they will have a hard time scoring in this game because they haven't had a lot of success against Stroman, who gave up 2 runs in 2 starts against them last season. For his career, he is 4-1 in 5 starts against the Reds, giving up 10 total runs, so expect him to keep their offense in check. Go with Chicago to cover the money line. These pitching staffs have done pretty well throughout the first week of the season, as Cincinnati is 9th in MLB with a 3.50 team ERA, while Chicago is 17th with a 4.63 team ERA so far. Both lineups are a little too swing-happy and chasing pitches outside of the zone to get to strike 3, as the Reds are 17th with 14 walks as a team through 4 games, while the Cubs are 23rd with 12 walks in their first 4 games of the season. The under is 21-9-1 in the Cubs' last 31 games, as well as being 15-6-1 in the Reds' last 22 games, so go with under 8 runs in this final game of the series. Our total pick is under 8 runs. Philadelphia Phillies vs New York Yankees. These teams have gone in opposite directions to start the season. The Phillies have been outscored 37-12 in their first 4 games entering Tuesday night's action. Meanwhile, New York has outscored the opposition 24-6 in their first 4 games of the year and posted a pair of shutouts. Nola started the year strong before getting roughed up in a 9-run 4th inning for the Rangers in his debut. Meanwhile, Cole stifled the Giants in his season debut, and the Yankees played well in the first week of the season. New York has looked good at the plate, and with the Phillies giving up runs by the truckload early on, you have to back the Yankees in this contest. Our team pick is New York Yankees money line. Taking the over in this matchup for a couple of reasons. I know we have aces on the mound for both teams, but in all honesty, I could see the Yankees covering this total themselves. It is well known at this point that the Phillies have given up a plethora of runs to start the season, and I believe we will see a similar story in this one. The Phillies have actually gone over in their past 4 games with Nola on the bump and the total set at 6.5 or lower. The bats are also waking up a little bit for the Phillies, with them hanging up 4 runs last game and building some solid momentum. There are a handful of trends encouraging the over, with the Phillies having gone over in their past 4 games with a total set at 6.5 or lower, and having gone over in their past 4 interleague games against a right-handed pitcher. For the Yankees, they have gone over in their past 6 games against an interleague team with a losing record, and when these teams have faced off so far, they have gone over in 4 of their past 6 meetings overall, and in 7 of their past 8 meetings in New York. Expect the bats to start slow with the quality of starting pitching for both teams, but as those pitchers progress through the lineups for the 2nd and 3rd time, we should see runs scored, as well as when both teams result to the bullpen. For these reasons, I am confident in taking the over for this matchup. Our total pick is over 7 runs. Tampa Bay Rays vs Washington Nationals. Tampa Bay has been lights out in the first 4 games of the season, as their starting rotation has posted a 0.39 ERA in those outings. The Rays have been solid offensively as well, which is something that the Nationals can't necessarily lean on at this point in time. Corbin continues to flounder as he led the NL in losses in each of the last 2 seasons, and his 2023 debut wasn't all that inspiring either. The Nationals don't generate a ton of offense with their cobbled-together lineup. McClanahan showed how dominant he can be in the opener, and he likely turns in another stellar outing here as the Rays keep rolling along. Our team pick is Tampa Bay Rays minus 1.5 goals. If they can't, we always have this Tampa Bay offense that is on fire to start the year. They've scored the most runs in baseball so far, 37, while hitting the second most home runs in the league, 11. With them taking on Corbin, they should light up the scoreboard. Let's root for offense in this one. Give me the over. Minnesota Twins vs Miami Marlins. In all but one game thus far, the Marlins pitching has not been strong. Versus the Mets, they led us 5 runs twice and 6 another time, then opened their series with the Twins by handed them a 10 spot. Luzardo has been the lone bright spot on the staff thus far. He was excellent in his Game 2 start against the Mets, allowing just 2 hits over 5.2 scoreless innings. He did allow 4 walks on the day, but struck out 5 batters and threw only 91 pitches, 51 for strikes. Overall, the staff has a 5.40 ERA after 5 games, 21st in the majors. Both team starters look excellent in their debut starts this season, but Minnesota has been the only one of them to continue to play well. The Marlins have struggled since their lone win, and though Luzardo was solid against a solid Mets lineup, there is the opportunity for him to go out and try to carry things on his shoulders. That won't work well against this Twins lineup. If he grooves one of those 97 miles per hour fastballs to Gallo, you can forget about it. However, I think the Marlins starter will keep his team in this one. Lopez will match and we'll have a fun quick pitchers duel on our hands. The Twins are 4-0 in their last 4 interleague games, and the Marlins are 1-8 in their last 9 Wednesday games. Take the Twins on the money line. The Marlins have struggled mightily to put up runs this year, with 3 being their high watermark and only 1 run popping up twice already. The Twins did take out their aggressions and put 11 runs up on Monday, but that was versus Miami's 5th starter. Wednesday, they face a Luzardo that pitched up to the hype of his prospect days in his first start of the season. I fully expect both starters to get into the 6th inning and keep the offenses off balance the first few times around. The under is 7-1 in Luzardo's last 8 starts, with a total of 7 to 8.5. Take the under. Atlanta Braves vs St. Louis Cardinals. The Cards dropped the first game of this series, 8-4, on Monday night. Starter Jake Woodford got knocked around for 6 runs in 4.1 innings, allowing 7 hits and 3 walks. St. Louis starting pitching had a 7.13 ERA after 4 games, the 7th highest ERA in the league, and a 1.92 WHIP, which was 3rd highest. Wednesday's starter McCullough started the season opener and gave up 10 hits and 5 runs in a no decision. Lifetime against the Braves, the Cards righty has made 5 appearances, 4 of those starters, going 1-3 with a 3.04 ERA. Braves batters are hitting .238 against him, and he possesses a 1.08 WHIP against them in his career. Atlanta is probably entering this one just looking to get home in one piece with no additional injuries. Elder will likely be dealing with some nerves in making it back to the bigs. McCullough, on the other hand, is one who very rarely puts together back-to-back starts that were as bad as his first start of the season. You also have to note how well the Cardinals' offense has come out of the gate. A lot is expected of that offense, and they have shown from the jump that they are ready to swing the lumber. That will be a problem for Elder. Take the Cardinals on the money line. It's getaway day and nobody wants to be at the ballpark any longer than they need to be on this day. A plan awaits and racking up runs just keeps the clock rolling slowly, just ask the Boston Red Sox. We should expect to see some lineup changes, with players getting an off day following the night game. With that uncertainty, I am not comfortable at all with the over. The under is 4-1 in the Braves' last 5 Wednesday games and 3-0-1 in the Cards' last 4 midweek. Take the under 8.5 runs. Pittsburgh Pirates vs Boston Red Sox. The object of the game is to get some hits to score runs, and there is a huge difference as Boston is 2nd in MLB with a .311 team batting average, while Pittsburgh is all the way down at 24th in the sport with a .212 batting average thus far. Mitch Keller has struggled against American League batters as he is 1-6 with a 4.55 ERA in 12 games, with more than a hit per inning. Compare that to Corey Kluber is 16-9 with a 3.04 ERA in 32 career interleague games. The Red Sox have won 5 of their last 7 games against the Pirates, so go with the Boston Red Sox to win this game. Our team pick is Boston Red Sox money line. Playing in Fenway Park means the ball is going to fly around the park, and that should be tough to get outs without giving up runs. Both pitching staffs are struggling to get outs as Boston is allowing the third highest batting average against, with a .320 batting average, while Pittsburgh is right at the middle of things at 16th, with a .248 batting average against. Both teams have been scoring runs very well and should do extremely well at hitting with runners in scoring position. The Red Sox had the over hit in all 4 of their games so far, so go with over 9.5 runs in this game.